Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Divinity Original Sin. We are heading through our various portals that are being opened. Let's go to the chapel.
A chapel, and a truly beautiful one at that.
Right.
I have the feeling it has long since been abandoned by the gods, though.
And I do still need to go back and check out the letter in the trader area.
O guardians in whose hands rests the fate of all, I know he, the usurper, the instigator, has been trying to charm you. Charm you like he once did us both before.
He's doing a really bad job of it.
Do not listen to him. Do not listen. For every sound he makes is another vocalization of deceit. And what is more, a ruse to mark his weakness.
I know. It's kind of obvious.
First he seems to mock you. Then he seems to menace you. Then he seems to mesmerize you. But all the while, what he really does is fear you.
No, and I'm looking forward to bringing that fear to him.
His desire has been long in the making. The freedom among the void that is his unfathomable dream. But I have stopped him once, and you can do so again.
Okie dokie.
You have pieced yourselves back together, Guardians. You are greater now, perhaps, than you ever were. The maw of the void is chomping with big black teeth. But there is still time to kill the beast.
Just so long as when we stab it with our stealing knives, we can kill the beast.
Rise up, Guardians. Stand up. Come to me at the center of the maelstrom and stand by me.
I'm working on it.
Our enemies fear us.
And well they should. We'll hit the void in the jaw yet, and put a halt to its ceaseless devouring of creation.
Exactly. Ooh, chest. What do we have here?
The Seven smile upon me.
A level 20 bow. Damage is not that fantastic, though.
This tomb must enshrine a most honored soul.
Still, it seems almost lonesome among the gloom here, does it not?
I don't know, but hold on. There's another chest over here.
I am truly fortunate.
Well, let's see what we have in here. A tough metal helmet, level 20, and an inert wooden wand. Okie dokie. That is really creepy up there. I have a feeling like that might talk to me or something. Alright, well, let's interact with the tomb.
By the sins of the Seven, can it be? You, Guardian, and General before that.
With whom do I have the honor?
Has time erased all memory of me?
Yes.
It is I, Alessa, the General who stood by your side when the Void Dragon first plagued our world so very long ago. 3 of us faced our foe that day. Only 2 lived to tell the tale.
What happened to you?
You stared the Void straight in the eye and saw oblivion reflected back at you. You broke, panicked, and it took me the very depths of my magic to rally you once more.
I don't believe it.
Rally you I did, but I was spent, and the dragon did not hesitate. Thus I perished in the jaws of the void.
Then let me beg your forgiveness for our breakdown, which cost you your life. No one is without fear, but at least we were victorious in the end. That's all that matters. Yeah, let's beg for forgiveness.
Indeed. We're sorry we failed you, Alessa. Praise be that you restored our courage.
There is nothing to be
Cautious.
sorry about, Guardian. I did what had to be done, and after that, so did you. You did your duty and more. You gave up the rank of general to become something greater, something immortal. Guardian, protector of the God Box, protector of all creation.
Yeah, and then we broke again.
Oh, how terrible it must have been to be betrayed. To hear Astarte whisper, to falter ever so briefly and see the dragon rise anew.
That was our darkest hour. To err is human, but we were immortals. We failed creation and failed the gods. Yes, we were betrayed, and how? The Trife, Astarte, they who were plotting against us. No wonder our resolve failed. I'll go with the first one.
It was a moment of weakness that we are paying for still. Long as the Void lives, all of existence remains under threat.
You shouldn't blame yourself.
Consider.
It would be an injustice to do so. You undertook a task, after all, that the Seven themselves should have presumed. And where are they now, these allegedly all-powerful gods? Cowering in a distant universe, no doubt. But you are here, ready to face your fear yet again. Destined, I am sure, to succeed at long last. To succeed and save time and space forever. Your moment is nigh. The moment of final failure or final triumph.
Yeah, let's not talk about failure.
I know what shall be. Your time has come. The Void is destruction. You are creation. The greater force that will best a lesser foe.
Of our past, another in a long line of the Void's wretched victims.
Come what may, we'll avenge them all.
Alright, cautious is 3, bold is 9. Alright, so that's okay. Considerate. Well, I kind of wanted blunt, but... oh well. I hope that didn't mess yours up. 2 and 4. Good. No. Alright. That is creepy.
You're home. How long it's been? Centuries? Eons? Since you come to me in search of salvation. But I have not changed nearly so thoroughly as you have. My offerings remain the same, dear protector.
Oh, wow.
As have my prices.
Huge air resistance, but well, huge resistance potions. What do you have to offer?
Potions of great and incomparable strength, dear protector, as ever. During the Great War, you found full resistance to the elements quite useful. Perhaps history will repeat itself.
So I don't believe you can make these, and duration of 6 turns is really good. I'm not gonna get anything right now. I'll take my leave. I think we'll, if I feel the need for some of those, I will come back for them. Alright, where's Zigzag's going?
Aye, aye, Captain.
Going this way, so I guess that's it for all of the things unlocked.
Good to see you on the shelter plane. A home away from home, is it not?
Actually, before we do that, because I did forget to read one of these. Trader's Emporium. There was a note in this, and I forgot to read it. So let's head over there and actually do so. we go. Ancient letter. Dearest Henry, dear cousin and king, joyous tidings, the generals have accepted. The divines themselves will make them immortal guardians, and no living creature will have to fear the void no more. There's a double negative in there. All doubts have been assuaged, all worries have been quelled, and now that they have taken this glorious task upon themselves. Hail to our heroes, hail to the guardians. They will never be forgotten, not as long as time itself runs its wondrous course. Signed, Lady Helena, Countess of Lelielent. Okay. Yeah, it didn't go that well, though. Wait a second. Oh, some barrels that I missed.
I thought my luck had run out.
Anything good? Nope. Nope, get away from me, imps. Tapestry of
You and
history.
Zandalor have always been close, are you? Pray tell, did you know anything about his affair at the King's
Good
grounds?
to see you on the shelter plane. A home away from home, is it not?
Let's discuss the rewoven
It
threads.
shall be my pleasure.
Let's see. We've learned that the generals announce their humanity to become immortal.
How very right you are.
Probably
These
read about
thoughts have
these,
been
but
bubbling in my mind like so much drink in a still. But I believe they've finally transformed into something quite potable. From what I can gather, the following stands to reason. The generals were put in charge of the God Box, but they must have faltered. The void must have escaped, or how could it loom upon us once more? Perhaps that faltering could explain why their souls were loosed, and why those souls now reside so contentedly within you.
we've seen that the Trife tricked Astarte into tricking us, so what was he if he was a friend to Astarte?
I think he is an ancient being, so very old he outstrips the gods in their longevity. I think he used to be one with the void, that he used to roam freely through a universe that knew no creation.
What kind of universe would it be that has no creation? It's just emptiness.
Perhaps that is why, I conjecture, he may well regard all that is as an abomination as terrifying as we hold the void to be. Time is a transgression most contemptible in his eyes. Space, mere savagery.
I think we did hear this, but it's been a while, so...
We know what he did. He befriended Astarte and fed her curiosity until it became so agitated with the need to know what rested in the God Box that she herself, this creature of unadulterated purity, turned to deception. He longs for a return to a pre-creational state, for the death of the gods, for the nothingness in which he was born. At least, that is my highly educated guess.
According to what we saw, the Guardians fled when the Void was unleashed. We, failed not once, but twice in our duty.
You were deceived, yes. You fled, yes. But look at you now, Source Hunter. You are returned, nearly at least, to your former glory, your former duty.
You know, considering that we've seen, like, level 20 things that you're just not supposed to fight before, and we will continually fight more and more powerful things, it kind of undermines the idea that we are, like, getting back to our former glory, I feel like.
Tirelessly do you work against the Void's encroachment, and for this we can only be grateful. no matter what the past has held.
What do you make of the tale about Starstone you have told us?
I can but conclude the Guardians must have felt an overwhelming amount of guilt for their perceived failings. Why else would they scatter their very souls to the wind? We may not have a clear picture as yet of their true involvement in the fall of Astarte, but what we can finally put beyond doubt is how pieces of their very souls, your very souls, are being turned into bloodstone and used by the Immaculates to commit atrocities.
Yeah, I need to take care of Leandra for that alone.
They are your enemies, and therefore are they enemies of time. The worst kind of people, those.
Indeed. Let's discuss the rooms I have discovered here.
Certainly.
Let's see. I discovered a chapel. Should you have need of a chamber for quiet contemplation?
Oh, but there is more to this chapel than that. The altar itself was blessed by the gods and became sentient. I hear it has useful boons to offer.
I must say I didn't expect to find an interdimensional trader around these parts.
You didn't? I can't think of a better place for their sort to dock and deal than this nexus of space and time.
Where are the rest of them?
It's the perfect location for it.
I mean, there aren't that many people who they could trade with.
Folks like them have seen worlds I only know from picture books. The exotica they bring with them. Blimey, I'm tempted to go on a shopping spree myself.
Well, you should. I found a room filled with fire and brimstone.
That must be the Hall of Flames, mustn't it? You control the elements, Source Hunter, and fire is the most inherently destructive of them all. You can learn much there that will make even the Void sweat.
Alright, let's change the subject. I'd like to update you on my progress.
You know what a great
Found a book belonging to Leandra.
Did you? Most wonderful. Could I have a quick read? Yes. Crikey, Dragon of the Void, She doesn't mess around now, does she? The Temple of the Source. I've heard of such a place, buried deep within the forbidden confines of a cursed phantom forest. That is where your travel should take you, east of the Lacula Woods, even though death hangs over that place like a ghostly fog.
Alright.
But first, you should go to Hunter's Edge, the village that borders those haunted woodlands. That is where Zandalore lives. The wizard Leandra is hunting. He is knowledgeable of the source, and his capture by the Void Seekers would be catastrophic indeed.
I mean, like, is he actually living there now? I've seen Leandra at work in Hyberheim. She is using starstones to turn them into bloodstones. I think we've already talked about that. I mean, on the other hand... No. Let's change the subject. Some questions.
To the ballista operator, shoot!
A human to vapor.
I don't see anything else that we haven't talked about. All right, take my leave.
How might I serve our mission?
Let's talk about the rooms I've discovered.
Threads I weave and tales I see. All will I tell.
I've located a chapel beyond one of the portals and was hoping you could tell me more about it.
The chapel, yes. Once it was the holiest place in all of the known cosmos, the hall in which the seven gods themselves would gather and give praise to the beauty of creation, along with the subjects that worshipped them. It was
Not
there
that big.
that they praised you. It was there that you walked beside them like equals, and it was there that you spent your last night in silent vigil before taking up the guard.
Alrighty. What more, if anything, can you tell me about interdimensional traders?
They are merchants that know no borders. Their tongues are made of such flawless silver they need never turn to weapons to get themselves out of the countless predicaments that arise as they travel across magical realms. Realms as numerous as the stars. Yes, they are merchants that know no life of constancy or even rest, but they care not. With a greed one might mistake for a demons, they long for all that is new, or better yet, unknown. Their trade is their life, for it is their very trade that gives them the life they lead. One of exploration, one of boundless freedom among the boundless rifts. Free are they to do so, as yet.
Alright. What do you know about the Great Smithy I found?
The smithy. Pardon my rather inappropriate
Oh,
outburst
we
of
talked to her
mirth,
about that, I think.
But in its fires, the blades of gods have been forged. Breastplates of the god box itself was made there. An object so strong it could contain the very void. And it is a place of untold power, this smithy. And it is all yours.
Okay.
Takes to zap
Nothing
a
else.
human to vapor.
What's the word, Source Hunter?
Okay, well, we have some things to talk about. I must tell you about a book of Leandra's called The Forgotten Gods.
So that's her plan. She intends to summon Astarte and the Void Dragon and overwhelm the goddess with an unstoppable army. With Astarte gone, there will be nothing to stop the Void from consuming all of Rivellon. Our mission is greater than us, greater than Leandra, Source Hunter. It is a quest to save all of existence from eternal blackness.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Yeah, I'm working on it. It's coming. It's coming along.
Her plan must not succeed. Sister, what have you done?
Let's discuss the Immaculate Temple.
You're 2 steps ahead of my sister, dear Source Hunter. With that vial of her blood, and the fail-safe spell you rescued from the mines, you can craft a piece of magic powerful enough to render her army vulnerable.
Okay. Can we discuss the Soul Forge?
I cannot condone the terrible things she's done. What's more,
Is there anything
I
new
sense
there?
a terrible force. If I could only repair the forge, I'm certain she'd put.
Okay. And Arhu.
I hope your quest fares well, dear hunter.
Found a book among Leandra's possessions called The Forgotten Gods.
She knows of the wizard Zandalor and the fabled Temple of the Source. She wants to get in. It is part of her purpose. Ikara is key, hunter. She knows Zandalor. We must find him before Leandra does.
Alright. Working on it. Working on it. You have anything interesting for me to buy as long as I'm here?
Aye, Captain.
Every year, I said.
Plus 2 dexterity. Oops, that's Hanako. I don't know.
You know
What about
Granny?
Medora?
Jokes. Oh, I could tell a joke or two.
I like the
Have a
bodybuilding.
good day.
So, nope, nothing else. Okay, I'll take my leave. Okay, let's go ahead and...
Follows my vision like confused spots after staring in the sun.
teleport back out, and we'll teleport back in just to see if there's anything else that has not popped up. No. Alright. So we have the Hall of Secrets, we have the chapel. There's the Forbidden Zone that we can't do anything with. There's nothing here. To the first garden. This is probably going to be the last one that gets unlocked, and it'll probably be like a fixed one. Oh. Yeah, that's right. That is, it's a statue of Astarte. You can see her horn right there. So, real fast. Yes. So the Forbidden Zone is clearly like a teleporter. I don't know if we can get that back. Like if we can actually get there or not. But I think we've gotten everything that we're going to get right now. Everything else I think is going to be story locked. But I'm not sure. Alright. So, best place to go... Let's go to the Goblin Village. I think that has a reasonably close... Yeah, this one over here.
What if we want to cross the bridge, Daddy? Do we have to pay the toll too?
Yes, you do. You have to pay it to me. Alright. So here we go. Waypoint Shrine, a Phantom Forest waterfall.
By the looks of things, it seems we're heading towards Hunter's Edge, the town where I was stationed before I met you lot. Before we get there, you should know the whole yarn. What I saw there, why I fled. Yes, comrade. I fled a coward bearing the insignia of a sauce hunter.
A sauce hunter? Well, there's our problem. We've brought in a sauce hunter, not a source hunter, into our party. Last you mentioned, orcs had invaded the village. Are you ready to continue your tale?
I think so, comrade. Even though you might never look at me the same way.
I mean, as long as you can hit
I
things.
hope I won't lose you as compatriots.
Like, again, I need someone to run around hitting things, so... I don't really have many choices in that. Go on, tell me your tale.
We, the villagers and myself, were corralled in the town square.
I think I've heard this.
Queen
Did I reload after that or something?
Proud of the chaos she'd created. She screamed if we knew why they had come. Slowly, she approached me and leaned close, her hot, foul breath like fire on my face. With one hand, she clasped my throat. With the other, she reached into my pocket and pulled out the gem I'd taken from the orcs I'd killed earlier that day. I was a thief, she said. I'd taken something dear to her, and I had earned punishment. I thought she'd destroy me right then and there, but she did something worse.
She was after the Bloodstone, then.
That's right, comrade. And I was soon to find out why. She brought forth one of her soldiers, a larger orc I'd never seen, and he was covered in black, gleaming armor. She placed the stone in his chest plate, and something happened. He transformed into something I'll never forget. She made me watch as she sent villager after villager before the great transformed beast. He crushed them all, one by one, each more gruesomely than the last. He seemed to revel in the work.
I mean, if you were captured, like... it would be one thing if it's like, oh, everyone's being attacked and captured and everything like that, I run away now. Versus, oh, everyone has been captured, everyone has been systematically slaughtered. Now I run away. There's a big difference on whether one of those is cowardly or not, kind of thing. Like, the first one, yeah, pretty darn cowardly. At the same time, there's also, like, you gotta balance out whether you could actually do anything or not, and why are you running? Are you running to go warn people, get help, that kind of thing? Like, those are all reasonable considerations to take into account before considering whether someone is truly a coward in such a situation. After everyone's been slaughtered, what are you gonna do? Like, there's you know, revenge, vengeance, or justice kind of thing, depending on feelings and how you act. But you're also, like, one against many. It is absolutely not cowardly to run away in a situation like that. Especially if it's like what she's doing here, what she's done here and gotten help.
I could do nothing, comrade. I couldn't save them. I couldn't help them. I could only watch.
But you escaped, didn't you? You went to find reinforcements, us, and we've come to take back the village.
Don't you see it's already over? Don't you see it's too late? These orcs weren't out for riches or land. They only came for blood. No. All that's left in Hunter's Edge is a debt to be paid, comrade. And I intend to collect it.
Now, that said, I totally understand someone feeling really guilty about that, but that's more survivor's guilt than anything else. It really is. Alright, well, we have a signpost here.
Southeast to Hunter's Edge, north to incomparable suffering. Well then.
Ooh.
Southeast it is. For now.
No, no, no. No, incomparable suffering. That sounds much more fun. Alright, it is about time to end the episode. So first of all, let's go ahead and check there. And can I check the skeleton here? No. Alright. Never mind then. I can grab the skull though. Can't I? Gimme. Dang it. Fine, be that way. Rude. Alright, well, for now, we have some obvious pathways going that way and some bridges going that way. We will head to Hunter's Edge first to see what we can find and see if we can take care of those orcs. But that is going to be for next time. See you then, everyone.